Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Gold Blaster, other alias G Fox, other alias Gold Blaster 69, other alias TG Blaster 68, other alias the Gold Blaster 6, or professionally known as Eric. Don't mind me, I'm just getting my glove on because it's a little chilly out, you know? It's a little cold out here, you know? If I turn them over around, you see? Straight cold. But I'm taking y'all on a little walk with me. All right. Where are we walking to? I know. But that's for me to know and for y'all to find out. If we get there, ooh, who knows? But I figured I'd take y'all with me, man. I've been trying to find creative outlets to express myself and get my brain out there. But as of right now, the only thing I got going is some video creation, you know? I might get into music making. Haven't got there though. Ooh. Y'all are in for a treat if they don't run away. Got some little deers just right here chilling. Y'all can see them. Got a whole flock, whole herd, a whole whatever the fuck they are. Look at them. Most peaceful creatures in the world, man. They're not peaceful. They're just stupid. Look at that, a car coming up on them. They don't give a damn. Cute ass fucking creatures, man. Look at that. That's just beautiful. Ain't that about the sweetest damn thing? Anyways, I think I want to talk a little bit about philosophy, a little bit about mentality, a little bit about really just some recent discoveries I've made as I've started to grow up, you know. I'm not faking being mature or some shit. Look at them. They don't give a rat's ass. They're staring at me. Is it because I'm brown? Why y'all looking at me? Is it because I'm brown? Why y'all looking at me? Don't look at me. Got you on camera, stupid. Anyways, I'm heading off this way. They don't know that though. Hey, Chulupon, go that way, cuz. You, yeah. Look at him, silly. Crody, I'm not trying to do nothing to y'all, bruh. Oh, there was an extra one. I didn't even see his ass. What, you gonna stare or you gonna envy? What you doing? Leave me alone. Anyways, I'm walking off this way. I don't care about them. They don't care about me. But my ears about to freeze off. I should have brought some earmuffs or something. Fuck. It's windy. So I might have to cut the walk short. Because with age comes maturity and also comes recognizing when you fuck up. I fucked up thinking I was going to walk all the way. Especially to where I'm headed, my location. Like where I'm trying to get to. I'm trying to get to Lake fucking Superior, bitch. And that's right on that way. But I may have severely misjudged how cold it was gonna be out here. I already knew it was like 14 degrees. I didn't know it was casually windy. This shit cold. Anyways, but yeah, just exploring growth, maturity, developments in my day-to-day life. And I guess I just want to reflect, really, where my life's been at, where it's going. You know, people I've met, things I've seen, experiences I've had and shared. Oh my God, I can't even feel my ear. Ow. That's not fun. But anyways, yeah, I'm heading right on back. I shouldn't have even made it to this street corner. Hold on, let me get my damn hand out, because yeah, motherfucker's frozen. Ow. Anyways, back to the story. essentially. I don't know. I just wanted to make some comments, really. Share some things I've learned. Share some things that I wish I would have known. And really just reflect and make sure that this glove back on. I don't care if my ear falls off. I can't continue my career if I don't have my fingers. But yeah, you know, I guess first thing really is learn to love yourself, man. The world's hard enough on you, and you're your own greatest critic. The last thing you should do is feel bad about yourself or think negatively about yourself, because it's good to reflect and be critical when it's called upon, like you to do that, but outside of that, you should be trying to recharge your battery. You should be trying to make sure that you take care of yourself. Number 2, make sure you're always working towards something. It's good to take off days, especially after you've worked for a long time. That way you can avoid burnout, but it's not good to work and work and work to the point of no return, because then you get to a point where you take everything lackadaisically. You don't take anything serious, and then it's harder to start, because it's like running track. You get some momentum going. Once you stop, that'll fuck you up. You mess up your pace. So make sure you're always working towards something, man. Make sure it doesn't even have to be anything crazy. It could be, today I'm gonna draw something. Today I'm gonna paint. Today I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. But make sure there's always something, because once you get to the point where you're not aspiring to do anything, that's when you start encountering problems. I just got out of a big ass pit. Not doing a damn thing. It's winter break. It's sad ass winter up here. Look at the snow, bro. It's up to my damn leg. I'm not used to this. But shit, I'm up here anyway, so might as well make the most of it. I guess number 3 would be I guess it works off of 2. Set realistic goals. Don't try and do too much. You know, that's why folks growing up would always have the crazy ass sayings like, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Because it's easier to burn yourself out trying to work to accomplish the big picture. And it's good to have a big picture perspective, know where you're trying to get to, but eventually you got to be able to piece it up. Small bites, because if you're always losing, you start developing the mentality of a loser. You feel like a loser regardless of what you actually accomplish. So you can get absorbed in that, and it'll eat you. So set realistic goals. Like for me, you know, my big goal is graduating, getting a degree. How am I going to get there? That's the thing. Until you take the time to piece everything, you know, cut your food up and chew it, then you're going to keep trying to gnaw at a big old turkey leg or some shit, you know? And it goes back to, you know, pacing yourself, making sure that you're not taking on too much at a time. Because then you get overwhelmed and it makes you want to quit. Number 4. I don't really have a number 4. I didn't really come out here with many thoughts. I kind of just wanted to spew ball until I came up with shit. And I mean, it was working so far. I guess, damn, I could make it to the lake from here. I'm not gonna lie, chat. Fuck that though. I think I'm gonna try and stay on this side, because there's cars and shit too. And these motherfuckers are merciless. They drive crazy as hell. Anyways, number 4 would, I guess, be take time to process your emotions. Take some serious time to just sit down and go through your traumas. Go through things that make you upset. Because if you keep building it up and building it up, it's gonna fall eventually, and you're gonna fall into a deep depression, or you're just gonna crash out one big explosive, ball of emotions, and that's gonna be it. Then from there, you're having to pick up the pieces and start again. I sure as hell had one big crash out my first semester of college. I had so much from high school, so much from middle school, from COVID, and it all built up. And then headed right back into high school. Right back into the grind. Starting in college. I had one little thing fuck me up. A performance that I didn't do good at. I couldn't even get, 20 seconds into the music. And so it fucked me up. And then from there, it all started crumbling and falling apart. Because then, feelings of inadequacy, imposter syndrome, all of that, it started to come out. And because I never took the time to acknowledge those emotions and process them, because it's one thing to acknowledge them, but you got to sit down and genuinely feel everything. You got to sit with those emotions and process them. Because if not, acknowledging can only do so much for you. So I had to process my emotions, and I have been for the better part of a year and a half now. Almost going on 2 years of processing my emotions. And you see, that goes to show, it builds up quick. If you sleep on it, it'll creep up when you least expect it or when you least want it. I think my favorite saying, I just crossed the street. Don't do that. It's jaywalking. But I think my favorite saying, one of my friends up here said to me, the dildo of life often comes unlubed. So don't wait until you think you're in a good position to start processing emotions or start feeling things, because then it'll take longer once you're there. I guess it goes to the saying where it's like, getting to the mountaintop, once you've been at the mountaintop, it's like you're enlightened, but then guess what? You still got to go down. And that's me adding my own continuation on that. You're at the top of the mountain. Great, now you got to go back down. And what? Do you want to go back up the mountain? Well, then you got to do it all over again. If you fall off the mountain and you survive and you still want to conquer that mountain, guess what? You got to go all the way up again. But once you conquer it, that doesn't mean, you stay there. You got to keep moving. Life keeps going. So it gets to the point then where it's like, okay, what else do I got to do? You got to live, man. That's number 5. You got to live. Sometimes you just got to exist. And learn to enjoy quiet. Learn to enjoy being bored. Having nothing to do. Because, moments happen a dime a dozen, you feel me? Like, You can get moments and you can live experiences and experience them. But then, if you're caught up trying to record every moment or caught up thinking about every moment, you're not going to be able to enjoy it. Because then you're worried about, oh shit, did I get the clip? You know, did I get the right angle? Did I do this? Sometimes you just gotta live, damn it. People nowadays are too caught up doom scrolling, too caught up trying to do things for the sake of, you know, taking photos or trying to post it. I've done so many goddamn things up here that I would have never done, and I have no photos of it, no pictures of anything. Because you only get one life. So why would you waste it trying to take pictures of shit? Sometimes you just gotta be in the moment and live. Because then your life will pass you by quicker than you can fucking think. Damn, I should have took that photo. And then you'll have nothing else to do. Because then you'll be too damn old trying to, you know, think about all the shit that you did or what you haven't done. And the one thing you'll regret is having tried to take a picture of every goddamn thing. Sometimes you just gotta live. People get caught up in trying to remember things for later. Why not live things now? It's like science-backed wise, you grow deeper attachments to things that evoke emotions. You think you're experiencing your emotions to the fullest if you're having to sit there, try and get the angle right or try and get the light right of a moment just because you want to take a picture? Hell no. It's almost like you turn your emotions off because then you're trying to focus on something not in the moment. So learn to live, learn to let go of you know, memories, and make memories worth remembering. Not, oh, I went to this and this place and I couldn't get the camera right. You know, I couldn't get the camera to act right. No, you're living. You only get one life. Learn to live. And that brings me to number 6. Don't share everything. You've got enough going on your plate to keep you entertained your whole lifetime. You know why? Because it's your fucking life. If not, you're a fucking, you know, loser bum. Nah, I'm joking. But you have enough to worry about on your own. Some people have more than others to worry about. And so that brings me to social media, essentially, where it's like you have too much potential for your life to be worried about how someone else is living their life. Like, you're telling me you're going to sit there and think about how someone else is living their life, meanwhile you're not living yours because of it? It's the same thing with social media, where you're checking out other people's business. You're seeing what they're doing. You're like, dang, I want to do that. It's good to use social media to stay connected. That was the whole purpose of it when it was created. But if you think about it, a person in the United States can know what's happening to someone anywhere else in the world, and vice versa. Think back to when, you know, we didn't have this much access to this much technology at any given time. What does that mean? That means you're often overwhelmed simply by having social media installed. Because then you have so much access to so much information that's irrelevant to your current day-to-day life that you get stressed out. You get stressed out because you're thinking about too much shit at one time. That's why I believe, personally, that it's good to detox. It's good to get rid of anything. Instagram, Snapchat, if you still use it. I personally only have it because that's what people used to communicate on my college. So I have to have it. If not, I deleted my account ages ago. I don't fuck with Snapchat. TikTok, Facebook, once they integrated Reels, it ruined it. It was all right how it was, but also a bunch of stupid people post stupid shit on there. So I don't know. Take your L's where you can get them, and take your dubs where you can get them. But all of this to say, you should live. You should live more. Everyone should live more. And if you're, one of those thrill-seeking, crackhead people that be going and doing crazy shit every day, kudos to you, man. Because those are the people that are going to have stories to tell when they're old. Because they lived their life. They enjoyed their life to the fullest. They seeked those thrills. So then they can reminisce when they're not able to seek those thrills anymore. And they can look back with a smile, not think, damn, if I didn't, doom scroll all fucking week long, maybe I'd have done something. Maybe I'd have gone and seen a show. Maybe I'd have, connected with family. Maybe I'd have done anything. Because that's the thing. Now that we have the capability to capture moments in digital form and have access to them 24/7, because you have a fucking computer in your pocket. And I know I'm starting to sound like an old ass, but it's true. I mean, it's a computer. Shit. You have the ability to see video of shit that you've done at any time. So sometimes you need to get away from it. Instead of watching moments, old moments, go out and make moments. And make every moment count. You think having a video of you going and doing something is going to bring you joy when you're older? To some people, it might be, cool to see, maybe 5-10 years from then. But all you're leaving behind essentially is data of yourself experiencing something. But that doesn't bring any emotions to anyone left behind. That doesn't bring anything to those people. If anything, it gives fuck-ass AI more data to work on faking people. And then what? Then your fuck-ass is turned into an AI slot piece of shit garbage. And you want that to be your legacy? People don't give a shit about legacies nowadays. We're too worried about all the other shit that we got going on day to day. And some people use social media as an escape. And I understand that. Because it's a quick source of, oh, haha, funny, ha. Back then, people used to make themselves laugh. They would find their own way of entertainment. And I personally believe in the fucking, what is it? In the idea that you should honestly not even have access to all that shit. Real talk. People with flip phones and shit, that's the way to live. Or dummy phones where you don't have any access to anything social media related. Because again, the original purpose was for you to have contact with people. at all times. And that should have been the extent of which, these devices were developed. I personally think, and don't get it twisted now, it's good that we have the ability to have so much knowledge and so much like history encased in digital form, because I mean, shit, you don't know when you're gonna need it. But at the same time, it's that hoarder's mentality where it's like, you don't know when you're gonna need it. What if you never need it? Then you're holding on to something your whole life, taking up space, taking up data, taking up power to preserve. Or hell, even if you encase it, it takes up material to preserve. If you keep it in a hard drive and put it somewhere never to be seen again in an archive, that still takes energy, time, and effort to make, to store something that will never be seen ever again. It doesn't make sense, but I can understand why. But for the average day Joe to occupy their life with, other people's lives, and to not, take advantage of every moment they do have. Be grateful for the life that you are living, regardless of your situation. Because, some people are living the shittiest lives you could ever imagine. And if you're not, then you're blessed. And it's not even on some religious shit. That's just, you're genuinely blessed. You're not having to suffer makes the moments that you are able to enjoy that much more valuable, because then it enriches your life that much more. And the people that are able to enjoy moments, even as they're suffering, will remember those moments for eternity. Like, that is shit that they will take to the grave and be happy that they did and enjoyed and lived in. Because then you learn to be helpless when you're able to look back on happier times as you're going through deep shit and tough shit. Because then it's like, well, damn, I remember my situation when that happened, and it's nothing like now, so I'm never going to be there again. I'm never going to have that happen again. Shut up. Life happens way too fast for you to be stuck in helplessness and shit. And it's not to invalidate anyone that is feeling helpless, but it's to say that if you're always thinking negatively, you're never gonna get yourself out. Because sometimes it comes down to that, where it's like, dude, you gotta get your damn self out. You can't fucking rely on feel good shit and thinking positively. And I know that, from the first person perspective, goddammit. Because I just got through my own little depressive pit I was in, thinking, damn, I feel like shit. I can't live like this, man. This is horrible. But what would I do about it? I would scroll on my bed and do nothing. It doesn't even have to be like you fix your life in an instant for it to be considered taking action. Simply having the thought of doing something isn't enough to make it happen. Because what? You think about eating cereal. Does that mean you ate cereal? Fuck no. You think about going out and meeting friends. Does that mean you went out and met friends? Fuck no. So there's some things that you tangibly have to do. You literally have to go and do. And unfortunately, being down and depressed is one of those things that you have to take action on. You have to do it. And to say that you're not able to, or you're not in the right mind space or whatever, you're delaying your own salvation from those emotions. Oh, now I'm in the roundabout. Ooh, it's scary. Anyways, you're delaying your own rescue, your own whatever goddamn shit you want to say about it. The point being, it's not gonna happen until you do it. This is ice. And I'll walk off like a G. Head ass. Oh shit. Alright. Anyways. I feel for people that are in those deep pits of depression. And I believe that people do try to get out. And sometimes they fail. But I also know that not everyone's trying. And it's those people that, unfortunately, will never get into that mentality that end up lost. So I guess number 6 is checking on your loved ones. You never know what someone's going through, and you never will know the extent to which someone's going through something. So the least you can do is check in on folks. Be present. Be conscious and aware that other people are living life too. So I'm gonna do a combo for number 6. Have it be checked in on loved ones, and don't be an asshole. Everyone's living. People don't have to respect you. You don't have to respect them. But you should at least be courteous enough to be human. You know? Be humane in the way that you treat people. Don't disregard other people or chalk them up to, oh, maybe that's, no, not even maybe. Like, some people dead ass embody this. Where it's like, oh, that's a waiter. Oh, it's their job to clean up after me. I can just be a fat fucking chud slob and do whatever I want and not give a shit about what they have to do. If that's you, go to Minecraft and fall from 32 blocks in Minecraft. Anyways, point being, be nice to people and check in on loved ones. It's bad enough that everyone's going through a lot. Some more than others. The last thing people need is other people putting them down. You know? There's a saying, I don't know who said it, but I'm going to say it. Never look down on others unless it's to pick them up. Unless it's to lift them up. Because you mean to tell me you're going to be on some pussy patted shit? Or you're just, tootsie footing around the problem and still being a dick? Like, dude, help someone. Fuck. It's not that hard. And if it is hard for you, guess what? Try and get someone else to help someone, dude. You know that you have someone else you can reach out to and let them know to help someone else out. And it's not to say that's your responsibility, but it sure as hell doesn't hurt. If you have the resources to help someone, help someone. Make sure you take care of yourself first. And that's a premise that they teach in like med settings. That's what I'm doing with fucking college EMS and shit. Make sure you're good before you help others. But if you can't help others, I urge you to make the choice to help others. Because again, it's like I'm saying, you never know what someone's going through. And with that, I think I'm going to finish this video up. I finished my 30-minute walk. I was going to go to the lake, but my ears are about to ping, like crackle and fall on the ground. Do seños. Happy New Year. And I might upload again. I might upload a lot more. I already uploaded a gaming video Mic quality was shit, but, you know, it was something to do. I'm gonna catch y'all later. See y'all.